The community we chose was Denver and its surrounding area/suburbs. This area is affected by the changes we made at the Audubon, including fire suppression, defense, flood prevention, drought prevention, and removal of invasive species. The natural hazard that we are addressing is wildfires. This is why we are focusing on defensible space for a wetland at the Audubon. Along with addressing the topics surrounding wildfires, we will be researching fire suppression. Fire suppression can happen when fire is no longer allowed to spread. This will be made possible through the development of a defensible space. Wildfires are an issue because they will severely damage Chatfield's historical buildings. Wildfires will also affect the environment and the entirety of Chatfield as there is so much vegetation. Another way it impacts the community is that without those historical buildings and a healthy ecosystem, there will no longer be a good learning environment for students and become a place where no recreational activities can be held. In terms of practice, there was only 5 feet of defensible space around both the historical building and the outdoor lab. Due to this fact, we took action to assure that the space around these buildings are safe from spread of fire. One of the first things that we did as a team was reaching out to people who had access to goats. This is because goats could help us out in the long run with removing large groups of cheatgrass. Unfortunately, no goats were available for it to happen. We built a defensible space by removing some of the cheatgrass, dead plants, and rabbit brush around the building by hand instead. Our plan of action was to create a defensible space around Chatfield's buildings by removing flammable plant life, such as cheatgrass and rabbit brush, from an area of 10 feet around the building. This defensible space ensures to lower the risk of fire spreading to the historical building at the Audubon. With the help of our professionals, we reached our goal further and faster than expected. With the help of Kieran Fish, the Denver Audubon naturalist, we were able to plan out the defensible space area with professional assistance. The Denver Audubon staff includes Emily Hertz, Kate Hogan, and Kristen Paterka. We connected with them to gain permission for changing the way we address fire safety and defensible spaces at the Audubon. We also gained funding for our project through the support of Heart Force's donation of $1,025. Kieran Fish has helped us by supplying us with flags to mark all of the big bunches of cheatgrass that could be hazardous during a fire. He also showcased some tools that we could use for the removal of cheatgrass, but most of these tools shown would not work for what we had in mind. So Kristen gave us the idea of using thatching rakes, which turned out to work extremely well. We had a group of students arrive at Chatfield on April 18th to flag out 10 feet away from the buildings for the first zone of defensible space and pull rabbit brush from the building surroundings. Then, on April 19th, we had the same group of students pull any other surrounding plant life from the building surroundings and specifically remove cheatgrass with thatching rakes. After we finished removing plant life, we laid flagstone, as well as a cloth that prevents plant growth and prevents the plants from growing back, so that our plan lasts as a long-term change with little maintenance to be done.
Okay, I finally fell. He fell! He fell!